Hello, everybody. It's me, Man Alone. And today we're going to continue with our Dragonbane solo quest. And if you'll just excuse me, I'm just trying to use this label maker to label my abacus threat counter. And so while I'm doing that, we could just chat a little bit. So it's been about a month since we have visited the adventures of Cottar, Bloodhunger, our halfling hunter. Hence why the title of this episode is Welcome Back, Cottar. That's just in case that runs afoul of any copyright claims. And let's see here. Oh boy, I gotta press harder here. I'm excited to get back into it. You know, this is episode 9, although I think it's like secretly episode 8, but 8 or 9 is a big accomplishment because, you know, there's not a lot of, well, let's put an S on there. There's not a lot of episode 9s when it comes to solo campaigns because I think a lot of people, they get really jazzed when they make their episode 0 or their episode 1, and then they sort of, let's see, how does that look? That's kind of weak, huh? That's all right. At least I know. You know, they get like a couple thousand views for episode 0, maybe 1,000 for episode 1, and then they're like, okay, back at it. They've already turned in their they've already resigned from their full-time job because they're like, you know, this is going to be my new profession. And then their episode 2 gets, I don't love that. Their episode 2 gets like 15 views. And it's because I think the viewership, matches the trajectory of some people's solo role-playing journeys. And that episode 0s, we love episode 0s because we like to imagine soloing a game. And then maybe we even love episode 1, you know, see how the adventure starts. But then by episode 2, some of the motivation goes away. And what I've found over the years is that sometimes actually watching somebody else play a game saps my motivation. Like it all the good feelings that I'm looking for out of solo play, that person is sort of, I'm expressing those good feelings through that person. It's kind of the same, and I might be wrong, I might be making this up, but I seem to remember a study at one point that said if you have a goal, like if you want to lose some weight or you want to lose some teeth, no I don't know, save up money for a vacation, or you want to really apply yourself and try out for American Idol, that when you tell people about those goals and people go, oh, wow, good for you. Oh, man, that's so great. I can't believe you're doing that. Oh, that's great. I'm wishing you the best. Getting that positive feedback satisfies 85% of what you're looking for from achieving that goal. And so then your body only has like 15% motivation, or your mind has 15% motivation left to actually do it. And so you're like, I got the jollies that I wanted. So, you know, I don't think we're worried about that in episode 9. But I did want to remind everyone that, you know, the number one prize for the I Can Solo Anything contests for U.S. citizens, and maybe internationally we could figure out something similar, but just digitally, maybe a gift card or something. I don't know. I don't want to commit to anything. But either way, is a Dragonbane starter kit, and I have it still wrapped up here. I didn't unwrap it because why would I do that? I just would need to wrap it again to send it out. But I guess I have my unwrapped version here. And this is the best value in the game. You're getting tons and tons of shit with this. You're getting a map. You're getting an adventure book, a rules guide, standees, the cards, which there look like they have a little bit more of a border. Anyways, you're getting a battle map. You're getting this nice box to keep everything in. Character sheets, starter character sheets, a shitload of dice. So this is an amazing deal. And I will be sending this out to the winner as voted on by a neutral committee of 3 people chosen by me, one of which has no idea what any of this is about. Also, we have up for grabs the Fate Mill. All of this from Tower House Creative. Still, if you use Man Alone 20 between now and May 12th, the end of soloRPG month, which apparently is in the middle of a month, this is going to be the second U.S. prize, and we also have a digital copy of Bell Whispers available for our international friends. But also, the prize that all of you can participate in, whether you get chosen or not, is number 1. I want to share a bunch of these because these are so funny. Some of them are so funny. Some of them are just good. They're just straight up good. And we need a few more. I don't want to say a number, but a few more to reach 50. And at 50, I will solo roleplay this can of peas using a game with nothing more than a can of peas, a Fate Mill, and a pencil maybe and some paper. And so in order to just kind of put a little fire behind you if you're considering doing that, every day that we don't reach 50, I'm going to pop 1 bubble here. All right. So just think about whoever wins this, you really want to recruit your friends and stuff, because if this keeps going, I could pop so many bubbles here that it could get damaged in shipment. And we don't want that. We don't want this to get hurt, do we now? No, you don't want that. So you're going to play along, right? I hate having to resort to threats. I'm a person who likes positive reinforcement, but it's like, it's if one way doesn't work, you gotta go with something else, and you hate to see it, but okay. So we are continuing on, and just a little bit of a refresher. It's been so long since I played in this campaign about a month ago that I had to look back at the videos to make sure I knew where I was at. But while looking back, I also realized that, we have shared so many of these episodes together on this campaign already. Hopefully there's many more to come. And I just feel like, golly, I don't even know, you don't even know that much about me. You just know my hands and my playing area and, I guess my voice, but I don't want to show my face. I value my privacy. I don't want to intersect my professional and pastime lives. But I did think, it would be it'd be nice to just so you kind of have an idea of what I look like. I did sit for a painting today, and when it was done, I was like, wow, that looks so much like me. I might show that painting. Like, it's so good. And I don't know. Obviously, this is going to show you what I look like, but it's not. For some reason, I feel safer just showing you this painting than actually showing you my face. So, yeah. So without further ado, and thank you to the painter again. I don't want to say their name, but thank you again. So, hey, everyone, this is what I look like. And, a lot of, and this is what I'm still wearing, this is sort of what I call my day gown. And a lot of people are like, they think that these are my wrists, but if you see from the lengths of my arms, my elbow is about right here. And so I have to really get scooched in to play these games. And then when I'm done, I get scooched out. And so, yeah, that's me. So it's not a looker, but nothing to turn your nose up at. I actually feel better. So thank you for creating an environment in which I can feel like I can be accepted. All right, so what do we got here? We got our initiative cards. We got improvised weapons. We got some treasures. We've got the adventure cards put to the side. We've got some NPCs. Arnold. What's really funny is when I first rolled Arnold's name, it was Ronald. And then I just changed it to Arnold, and it's there's like these automatic chapters made by YouTube in my last video, and it was like Ronald Longwell was one of the chapters, and then the next chapter was quickly like Arnold Longwell. And that is the veterinarian who is a disgraced physician who tried to do an eye reversal procedure to Bodie, who just has one eye, and that's why I was trying to figure out what this glyph was, eye times one. Lysandra is the high elf that we tried to split a room with, and then inexplicably said, well, no, you have to go sleep outside, but it was nice meeting you. And this is Lysandra, the high elf. I think it's a high elf. Might just be an elf. We have Hardy, who is the gate guard. We have Hilt, my tiny little dog. And Hilt has some awesome stats. Let's see here. Yeah, so 8 HP, a bite that hits if you roll under 12 for a D8, awareness 14, evade 10, sneak 12. And actually, I did an average of those skills that came out to 12, but that's a little bit generous here. So I think we'll do a general skill of 10, just in case Hilt gets into any situations that require different skills. We'll do a roll under 10. And then we have Cottar, our hero, hunter. And some other ones here that we may be using. A little bit of a fire. Another one of Cottar from a different look. Yeah. My threat counter was at 6, but I think since I got an abacus, well, we'll say it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, we'll do 5. And then at 5, it'll trigger a threat. And I'm going to give myself 1 because the way that this will be a problem. The way that the last episode worked, it was kind of silly. So basically, I'm at this inn. And I'm sitting there with Lysandra, and we have a really nice conversation. But I rolled a bad roll on the Oracle, which we'll be using the Fate Mill for that. Actually, let me move this stuff out of the way. And so Lysandra was like, "No, sorry, you can't stay," which I get. You just met this person. And then the innkeeper, I was like, hey, can I just sit in the lobby? And then I rolled bad again, and they're like, no, get the hell out of here, but you could take a torch. And then I rolled a bushcraft, which I had to roll with a bane, because in Dragonbane, you need freaking like a fur coat to not roll normal with bushcraft. And so I didn't sleep. And so, you need to sleep once a shift. And since we're doing a bit of a jump here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a threat counter tick. And I am going to run myself back to Arnold's vet. That's where I'm going to start out. And I think Arnold was maybe a wolfkin. I don't know about that. That might be wrong. I guess it doesn't matter if we didn't establish it yet. But I'm just going to look for like a relatively non-heroic looking person here. Because Arnold is just like a vet. Okay. All right. Let me do a little bitty pause here for a second, and I'll find an Arnold. Okay, I think I identified a bit of a weakness in both the Dragonbane starter set offerings as well as the Wanderer's Emporium, is that we have a serious shortage of NPCs, folks. What I can find was this sort of noble-looking individual. Scholar Mallard. This guy's on the edge. And this one is obviously some sort of mage. But everyone else looks like they're about to knock my head off with a flail. So I guess for Arnold, we'll use the guy with the ginger beard. And yeah. And then maybe for Bodie, we'll use this guy. Now for Bodie, remember that he has the actual rod that Arnold used to try and do his eye switcher transplant. And I did make up a weapon for that. I based it on sort of a light, blunt weapon. So the steel rod is one-handed. It has a range of 2, or if thrown, strength, durability of 3. And if the D8 damage is greater than 6, then we'll say that this little like hooking piece hooks into you, and then you roll a D4 for additional damage. And I guess for Bodie, we'll just do an NPC that I saw here in the adventure guide. Yeah, we'll do one of the Quasimun's scum. Movement of 10, HP 12, evade 10, sneaking 8. Yeah, that looks like it'll work. Okay. And if we recall, we had this situation in which Bodie basically gave Bodie gave Bodie gave Arnold a 1,200-day warning that said, in 1,200 days, I'm gonna come and get my revenge on you. And so in that amount of time, Bodie has just been, Arnold has just been trying to talk sense into Bodie. Now he doesn't want me to kill Bodie because Bodie is a friend of his, but let's just write up Bodie here so that we have a card on that. We'll say Bodie is evade 10, sneaking 8. All other skills we'll do split the difference and do a 9. And then for the HP, we'll do 12. We'll start at 12 out of 12. And then D8 if under 12, and if D8 is greater than 6 plus a D4 attack with that steel rod. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to say that, let's make sure that all my audio and video is set up here. Great. What we're going to do here is we're going to say that I wake up with in Arnold's place, okay? And I'm just like, don't even remember getting there. And Hilt is outside. And Arnold says, "Oh, you're finally up." "Yeah, what? I don't even remember getting here." "Well, you were delirious. I found you curled up in a ball outside my door in the middle of the night. I guess you instinctually came here, as I'm the only person in the village that you know." "Well, I kind of know a couple other people, but I don't think I would be going to see Hardy the gate guard or, Lysandra." "Who's Lysandra?" "Well, I don't really know. It's this elf who I had a really great conversation with, but then kind of, she's really cool. It's just she's very, she gets really nervous, and so, I wasn't able to stay, but it's fine." "Well, whatever. Here's some tea." He gives me a little bit of tea and walks away. And as he's giving me tea, I notice that his hand is kind of shaking a little bit, and I could hear the tea glass clinking. And I say, "Oh, is everything okay?" "Well, it is, today is the day." And, says, and I go, "Oh, right. Today is when, Bodie's coming. Did he say what time?" And he says, "Well, yeah, he sent me a letter this morning, and it basically just was, an X on it. And it said noon. And we'll say that it is 8 a.m. right now." And so where are we? So we're in the outskirts, and I think we were right around here. And so probably, if we're going to have like a showdown in the OK Corral here, we'll probably do it in this little place here. And if I'm staying here, it kind of lets out right to it. And so I said, well, maybe we can talk to Bodie. And he says, well, I don't know about that. I've been trying to talk to Bodie for a long time, and he just won't listen. He won't be reasonable. And I say, well, I mean, to be fair, I would have a hard time being reasonable if you had, first of all, attempted a surgery to switch my eyes in different sockets. And then second, if you failed at that, I think I would be pretty upset about that. He says, you don't understand. Bodie and I, we had a vision. We wanted to, well, see the world differently because have you ever thought about why it's called the Misty Veil? The veil to what? The veil is something that occludes vision. There's something else going on here, something dark, but also something not dark, something light, and, well, they're at odds with one another. I don't know, but we thought maybe if we changed the way we saw, then maybe we could see the truth of things. Well, if it was a sort of darkness or malevolence that you were looking for, I say, then I think Bodie might have found it, because he seems pretty mad. All of a sudden outside I hear from Hilt. And I go, oh, Hilt, is he okay? Yes, he's tied out front. He's a good boy, of course. For breakfast, I gave him just a few, I gave him a salad. Oh, thanks. A salad. Anyways, I go out to see what's happening, and when I'm out there, I see that Hardy is there. And let's see what Hardy has to say. Let's use the inspiration table. Okay. 13. Restore. 5. Cursed. 8. Group. Restore cursed group. All right, so Hardy says, listen, you there. And I said, Hardy, I'm like 3 feet away from you. You don't have to say you there. Quiet. As the protector of the outskirts, I never hesitate in protecting that. It's like, I know you will never hesitate in doing what needs to be done. You there, listen. I will never hesitate. So you remember what Hardy looks like. I will never hesitate to do what needs to be done to protect the fair city of outskirts. And I have recently received a message that says that a cursed group, a cult, is reorganizing itself. Not inside the city yet, for I would never have let that happen. But outside the city, there's something afoot. And you said you're an adventurer, right? And I kind of straighten myself up. Yes, that's right. Well then, perhaps, why don't you go adventure? Find me some information. See if you can find anything that will help me to defend the fair city of outskirts, which I understand in Swedish means city. Okay, absolutely. Very good. If you do this, you will receive the appreciation of our fair town, which is called Outskirts. Yes, thank you. What would that look like? Well, it's commensurate based on the level of information that you are able to bring. If your information is valuable, it could be up to and including 2 gold. 2 gold? My goodness. Okay, and what if it's not what you want? Well, if it's average, you could receive 2 silver. Oh, awesome. Excellent. And if it's like not so good, 2 copper. If it's not so good, I may imprison you. I see. I don't know if you have the right... Good day! And remember, I, Hardy, will protect the town of Outskirts, whatever it may be. For many years. And he kind of fades off into the distance. You hear that, boy? We might be having an adventure. We have to... Hey, wait a minute, Hardy. Yes? Where are they? Well, why don't you look at your player map? That's actually... We want to go to the Misty Vale here. So if we're in the outskirts right now, we can say that... We can say... Well, we could go to the breach. Kind of tired of that. I'm not sure the skill level of Iron Forest. All right. Solids, Haunted Marsh, and here, let me actually... We'll go Solids, Haunted Marsh, Outlined, Iron Forest. Haunted Marsh. So, in the haunted marshes you shall go. Now please do not call my attention again. I'm far too important. Okay, thanks. I am the guard of this town. Very good. Okay, so that's to the haunted marshes. And once again, why can't I find my my handy dandy little... That's all right. We'll just make a note on here. So we want to go to haunted marshes. And that would be for a cult activity. That kind of fits, I guess. Cult activity brewing. All right. So we can come back to that. I don't know why this happens, but my frames per second seems to be going down a lot. I hope this is recording okay because it looks really bad on my end. Well, I guess what can you do now? All right. So, Arnold's like, who was that? It was Hardy. The gate guard? Well, what does Hardy want? Why is he bothering? Why isn't he protecting me from Bodie? You know, I went to him several times looking for help with this whole Bodie situation. You know what he told me? No, what? He told me that he protects that which is from without and not that which is already from within. Have you ever heard of something so ridiculous? I would like to say that I have not, but Hardy says a lot of ridiculous stuff. So, in fact, I could believe that. And then from outside, I hear a strange sound. And suddenly, my blood runs cold because Hilt is dead silent. And I get that really bad feeling. And I go back out there. Hilt, are you okay? And I see Hilt with Lysandra, just nuzzling, loving Lysandra. Lysandra's my favorite. Oh, sweet Lysandra. And I say, Lysandra, how did you know I was here? Well, I was quite worried about you, having rejected you to stay in the same room as me, which admittedly was a bit weird, but I was worried, and so I talked to a few folks, and they had said that they saw a small woman walking about and falling asleep on a porch, and I thought that must be you, and so I just thought I'd stop by to tell you that I'm leaving. You're leaving? Well, where are you going? And let's see, where is Lysandra going? A 1 to avenge. 12. Secret. 9. History. To avenge secret history. Well, listen, I know I've not been forthright with you, and I suppose I should be. My family has a very cursed history. Cursed indeed. And It wasn't our fault. We were led into this curse by mechanisms we don't fully understand. Certainly I don't. But I do know that I must lift this curse. And I must do it with my own wits, my own strength. Wow, that's really heavy. So where do you have to go for that? Well, that's quite the problem. I haven't the faintest clue, and that's why I find myself here in this town. Well, never mind. I'm prattling on. No, tell me. Well, I don't know, really. I've just been going around the Misty Vale and seeing if I can dig anything up about this curse and my family, and, well, I guess I'm just looking for cursed places, as silly as that seems. You probably think I'm daffy after everything I've told you. No, I think that's great. Well, I mean, the curse isn't great, but thank you for telling me that. You know, I don't know really anything about a curse, but I might be going to the haunted marshes in a few days. Does that sound like a place you might want to go? Oh, well, that's the problem. I really should go to the haunted marshes. After all, it's called the haunted marshes, but you see, I'm quite afraid to go on my own. Well, why don't you come with me? You're going there? Well, yeah, that's what I just said. Sorry. Yes. Well, I don't know. I mean, would you want me to tag along? I may be dead weight. I'm certainly not as competent with a blade. I do have other talents. Well, what other talents do you have? Trying to see here if we have a good, easy way of rolling up a profession here. I'm sure we could just number that. Just find a reliable list here. Oh, yeah. If we roll a d12. Well, we know that's an elf, so we don't have to roll on kin. And an elf has inner peace. As an elf, you can meditate deeply during a stretch rest. You heal an additional d6 and d6 extra willpower and can recover from an additional condition. You are completely unresponsive during your meditation and cannot be awakened. Nice. And then as far as profession, we roll a d10 for that. And we'll go... Is there a d10? That's, 5. No. I'm not going to say a knight because you just said that she is not very handy with a sword. So I'm going to reroll fighter, hunter, or knight. 2. A bard. Great. Well, I can sing. Oh, well, that's great. We can definitely use that. That's cool. Well, not just any singing. I mean, my family, we had a specific talent. We can sing, and it uplifts. It helps people feel stronger. Well, yeah, I would really love that. That's great. I would love to go with you and see if you find the curse information there. Oh, wonderful. I suppose you wouldn't want to leave soon, though. I don't want to fall behind. Well, I'll tell you what. How about we go tomorrow? Well, I'm not quite sure. I suppose let me think about it. I'll be at the inn. Sorry, my page is here. I'm just trying to see to remind myself what the musician ability does, and then we can roll up. Lysandra tomorrow. Yeesh. All right, let's see. Heroic abilities. Oh man, my sticky little page things started sticking. Musician. All right, so require a performance of 12, willpower 3. Your beautiful voice instills courage in your friends or fear in your foes. Activating this ability in action and combat gives all allies within 10 meters a boon to all rolls or a bane to all enemies within the same range. Choose one or the other. This effect lasts until your turn in the next round. Instruments. You can use instruments for the music ability. I guess that's musician ability. This can increase the ability's range or reduce the cost and willpower. See page 75. And I think part of the loadout has an instrument in it. Let's just take a peek because I'm curious. I haven't played Bard before, and like most people, I've never even thought about playing Bard. Let's see here. All right, bagpipe reduces the WP cost of music ability to 1 and increases range to 50 meters. That's 30 gold. Drum increases the range of the music. Willpower. Okay. Cool. So we'll figure that out. Well, good day then. And off she goes. All right, let me reorganize this a little bit here so I can get a little cleaner playing area, because... One second. All right, that's better. So Lysandra will join us tomorrow. And I was thinking maybe we can, listen, Arnold, we have a little bit of time right before, until he's coming to kill me. Yes, I suppose we have a few hours. Why? Well, I don't know. I was thinking I would just kind of see what's happening in the town. What's happening in the town? Well, what if he comes early? Arnold, I mean, to be honest, that's possible, but he did give you a 1,200-day head start, so, he could have come at any point before then. I don't really know if he's going to... get impatient in the last 4 hours. All right, but if you get back and I'm dead, you have to water my plants. Okay, deal. So I'm going to go, I was thinking I think there's a random encounter. I actually, let's see here. Outskirts. I don't want to get mixed up into too many of this stuff. Okay. Random encounters around outskirts. Let's see here. So that's Magna Woods. So this is a D12. So 5. Nothing happens. No thanks. I guess we'll just roll a 1d6 so that we get 7 through 12. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 adventurers. 3 banged up adventurers on their way home from the same adventure site the player characters are headed to. They're a human thief, a wolfkin warrior, and a mallard wizard. Well, we'll just say a wizard there and a wolfkin. That works. All with stats as typical adventurers on page 105 in the rulebook. They have taken a brutal beating and warned the player characters to turn back. They can provide details about the site if they get something in return. I don't know what I have to give in return. Let's look at my inventory here. What are you doing? There we go. All right, I have rations, fishing pole. Oh, for cripe's sake, I have a sleeping pelt. I didn't even realize it. I have a rabbit's foot. I thought that said I have an old pervert's tankard, but that's a pewtered tankard, so maybe I can do something with that. A torch. All right, well, we'll see what happens here. And then in terms of the, what information they give me, I guess we'll just roll for that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh, that's a good boy. Hey, sorry about that. He'll down, back. No, that's okay. We came here to have our wounds licked anyways. Oh no, you guys look terrible. I mean, shoot. You just look like you're hurt.
We are hurt. Oh, my whole body hurts. I'm lucky I'm alive.
Yeah, we got really banged up, says the wolfkin. And then, Hilt is kind of doing that thing that he always does, and then this Wolfkin warrior says,
Down, boy. Down. No, you've got the wrong guy.
and I go, whoa, you can understand Hilt?
Of course I can. He's canid, just like me.
Well, what did he say?
He's asking me if I'm his father or grandfather. I said no.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
That I'm not his grandfather?
No, that he's asking people that. Hilt, you shouldn't just ask strangers that. What happened to you?
What happened to us? Well, let's just say we'll think better before we go to the haunted marshes again.
Oh, no. What's wrong with going to the haunted marshes?
Well, think about it. Haunted marshes. Haunted marshes?
Okay, I get it. It's not the most promising name.
No, it's not. We went there on some random task, and we ended up getting so banged up that we lost a member of our crew.
Oh, no, someone died?
No, it's just that we had this lucky little trinket. It was a tiny little troll that you could brush its hair, and it got stuck in the marshes, but we got banged up. We,
parentheses, lost a lot of HP.
Got really hurt.
Well, what was there that hurt you?
Well, you wouldn't believe it.
Hold, friend. We can tell you this, but perhaps you can help us. Help you how? Well, we're quite tired and worn out, and perhaps you could provide us with 3 rations, 1 for each of us. Oh, geez, that's like half my supply. What if I say 2 rations and we can call it even? I don't quite understand that. So let's roll a charisma check. So that's a 10. I probably have to push this, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, good. A 1. Perfect. So critical hit. Well, not critical hit, but well, to be honest, I was sort of overshooting with the 3. I was taught while I worked as a fundraiser that when you're asking someone for money, you should over-ask so that the number that you expect seems more reasonable. Okay, what did you raise money for? I'm sorry I have to do this, everyone, but I want to find out why this person raised money. Well, it was for the 18 strengthen, 16 peaceful, conflict, strengthen peaceful conflict, LLC. We wanted to strengthen conflicts that were peaceful, as there were too many violent conflicts, and we were an organization that encouraged people to settle their differences through peaceful conflicts, such as pointing and wagging fingers and shaking their fists, but never actually using them. Cool. Thanks for that.
No problem. Here's my card.
Okay. Thank you. So come on. Here's a ration. I'm going to click my rations down. We will go with 5 rations. Oh. 5 rations. There we go. All right. Well,
what you need to know about the haunted marshes is that
6. Escape. 17. Protected. 1. Barrier. Escape, protected, barrier. Escape, protected, barrier. Escape, protected, barrier. Okay.
There's a barrier around the marshes. And so you cannot exit the way that you went in. We thought we'd leave a trail of breadcrumbs, that we would be able to find our way out the way that we came in.
Right. That seemed most reasonable.
Okay, so how do you get out?
Well, you have to exit at least 90 degrees difference from where you entered.
Oh, I never took trigonometry. What the hell does that mean?
You only need geometry for that.
Quiet, I'll show you.
And kind of draws up a picture for me that looks like, you know, well, let's take a look at the haunted marshes here.
Okay, so if you're coming from outskirts, you'll probably enter on the west side. That means that you have to exit through the north in the Magna Woods, or you have to exit to the south, which is below the Rummer River. Well, what about the east? Well, you could, but the east is where the Dragonbane peaks meet up with the Rummer Mountains. And so pretty much a dead end unless of course, you know about... If you know that there's a witch that lives in a house right to the southeast of it, if you want to get close to that house, but we certainly didn't want to try our luck with all the bad luck that we've had so far.
A witch to the southeast of the haunted marshes. Wow. Well, thanks for telling me that. I guess you guys tried to leave really quick and then...
That's right, we couldn't get out, so we were wandering around so long that we just kept running into foes.
Oh, those foes. So many foes.
Okay, I understand. Well, I hope that you all feel better, and I hope that you could split that ration and regain some health.
What the hell are you talking about? Regain health? Psh.
And they kind of walk away like, what the hell are they talking about? Boy, Hilt, that was kind of scary. These haunted marshes, well, at least we know we can't exit the way that we entered. And Hilt, well, maybe we'll find your dad there. I mean, probably not. Okay, so we'll say that we'll go back now, and the clock is ticking here, and I'll say that we'll just look. There's an inevitable thing here that's going to happen, and so let me do a straight up opposed roll, and we could use initiative to figure out who's going to go first here, but we'll sprinkle some things around as well. So
I'm so scared.
Just relax, Arnold. Okay, I'm a certified adventurer, and I've got Hilt here.
Yes, I know. It's just I'm scared. Bodie, he's just not very reasonable.
Clock strikes 12. Ding.
Arnold! Oh, that's him. Oh dear.
Now, remember, we're on like a little bit of a porch here, and I suppose where this like little, statue or tree trunk or whatever is probably where Bodie is. And so we're going to emerge from the door right there. And so we'll say, just stay calm here, okay? And we'll say that to set up like a little bit of a scene here, we'll put him inside the house, and we will be right behind it. And how can we set this up here? We'll say that the porch is going to be here, and we'll do let's see, we'll do 5 plus 1, 6, so 6 squares away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and is there anything that could be covered? Okay, there's maybe a barrel right here. Do I have a barrel? I thought I had a barrel. Or as I heard some guy from Maine say one time, a barrel. Believe that? A barrel. All right, let's see if we can get right on top. All right, so we'll do a barrel right there. And yeah. Okay. So that could be a little bit of cover. And you know what? Why don't we, might as well, we'll take one of these silly little inspiration tokens, and I'll flip it up, and that could be, if we want to reach that, it could be a improvised weapon. So let me just clear everything out of here. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we'll say an improvised weapon is right here. And we'll put the barrel roughly where it is over here. We'll do it right here. So that'll be like a little bit of cover. And in case you can't see here, this is actually like a door. I'm just kind of placing this there. And that will represent the entrance to the house. All right. Just stay calm, all right? So me and Hilt go outside. And Bodie says, let me think of Bodie's voice. Bodie's voice will be like Jean-Claude Van Damme's.
Who is that? Who are you?
Hey, are you Bodie?
Yes, of course I'm Bodie. I'm here not for you. I'm here for Arnold Longwell, the man who took my eye.
This is not Jean-Claude Van Damme, but we'll go with it. Well, listen, he's not here.
I know he is here. Every day I bring a letter. I put it under his door. I tell him, you know what's coming for you, Arnold. 1,200 days, 1199, 98. I gave him so much warning because he was a good friend.
Well, he's not here, and even if he was, he doesn't want any problems.
Doesn't want any problems. He will have nothing but problems when I am done with him.
I can't let you do that. Listen, maybe there's another way that this could be resolved. So I think we'll use Fate Mill here to see if there is a way to resolve it at all. Is there any way that this could be resolved other than through conflict? No. But, no, it cannot. But Bodie does say,
well, no. He must receive what is coming to him. He must feel the pain that I feel. So I will tell you what. Get out of the way, and I will come do what he did to me with this very same weapon.
And he brandishes the steel rod that Arnold used. He says,
I will take his eye. And I tell you what, I will even do the same service for him and try to reverse it.
He doesn't want that, and I can't let you do that.
Well then, it appears as though, in addition to an eye for an eye, there will be a tooth for a tooth.
Okay, roll for initiative. So we're going to say, we'll give myself, because I have hilt, I think I'm going to not take 2 for myself. I'll just take 1. And so Arnold will be 10. So he'll obviously be going last. I got 1. Very cool. And if this is 2, I'm going to reshuffle because that means it was in too much. Okay. This means that it was in order. Sorry. Can't do it. It feels like a jinx or something if I don't have a well-shuffled deck. All right. I would do like a bridge shuffle, but it's just so little cards. There we go. All right. So we'll go this, me, hilt. I got a 3. Hilt has a 10. All right. So I will go first. Now let me just see here. Just make sure that I am up on everything. So I have a companion. You can activate this ability to turn an animal into your companion. This takes a stretch of time. I already did that. It can scout for you. For an additional 3 willpower, you can command the animal to attack an enemy. I guess I didn't remember that. I've been treating Hilt like an ally, but maybe I can switch to that with Lysandra so that then I don't have to control 3 characters. I can just use 3 willpower to have Hilt attack. But for now, we'll just count Hilt as like another combatant. And then hard to catch, you can activate this ability when dodging an attack, getting a boon to the evade roll. And when adventuring alone, you can push a roll without suffering a condition. Well, that's actually good because I didn't even have that's Soul Survivor. See, I forgot. Last time that was confused too. That's Soul Survivor. I'm supposed to have Army of One. But, you know what I was going to say is when I don't have Army of One activated, I was going to activate Soul Survivor for myself. So I will give myself that. Ew, your head's probably spinning. So right now we have Longbow, but I don't have the strength for that right now. I should check off Charisma, Persuasion, I think, because I did use that. Why does this say trained? It's not trained. Oh, I see. That's so weird. That like clicking it off means that it's whatever. Okay, so I checked that off because I did do a persuasion roll. And that was actually a 5, which I still would have rolled under because of I rolled a 1, so I don't know if any of you care about this. But we're going to probably have to what's my movement? 8. Sorry, I just have to reorient myself to this a little bit, friends. Movement 10. And so I think we'll be able to move and strike. And what I'm going to use for this is a knife. Yeah. But I would like to like roll it. Wasn't there a way to roll it on here? Or am I making that up? Oh yeah, here it is. We would go. Oh no. Ah, that's a shame. Ah, here it is. I just want to see how it feels to roll this. If I roll knives. Okay, that's a 12. And no boon. Okay, I'll take that, but I hate that, so I'm not going to do that again. So I'm going to advance, swing, and nada. All right, and so now I'm in position here, and let's see. Bodie has a 12 to hit, and then a D8, which can turn into a D4. And Bodie says, "Ha! Not so tough. I thought I would have more trouble with you. Hi-ya!" Hits a 7, so they're going to hit me with, and then we'll do a D8. Where's my D8? And if it's 6 or higher, it's an additional D4. Okay, so 7, yikes. Plus a 3 is a 10. That's a mortal wound to me. But it will, I think we take something off from armor. So it'll be down to a 9. And yeah, so that'll be a -1. So that's like a very, very bad start to this. And that's all right. Youch! Now remember, we're not trying to kill this person, and so we can see what can happen here just in case. All right. So now is Hilt, and Hilt feels very angry. And so Hilt comes running in and is going to go for a big bite, a big chomp, which is going to have to roll under 12. 14. I'm not going to be able to push. So Hilt misses as well. And Bodie goes, "Ha, I've been training. You like that? Both you and your dog will be minced meat. This is what they call the eye of the tiger." And so now we're going to redo initiative here. We'll go me. We'll go Bodie. We'll go Hilt is 7. I am 8. Oh, Lord. 5. Okay. So we'll... now he's going to say, now to your dog. A kick. And roll under 12. Rolls a 20. So a critical failure. Phew. And so if there's a crit failure, if I remember correctly, I'm just going to look it up in here really quick. On an attack, let me give it a pause a second so that we can keep the tension of this combat. Okay, so a demon in combat, we're going to roll a 1d6, and there could be some effects from that. So 5. You slam your weapon into something hard and damage it. Any use of the weapon gets a bane until it's repaired by an artisan. Nice. So, slams, dropped, maybe that's what it sounded like. So, weapon goes into this stone. Ah, it's stuck in the stone. And then Hilt goes, yeah. And I'm sort of like dazed. I am recovering a bit. And Hilt now is going to go for a big chomp. Roll under 12. Come on, be a good boy, be a good boy. A 3. Nice. And so we get a D8 chomp on this fella. And hits him for a 1. So he's down to an 11. Probably could remember that. Good boy. Nice try, Hilt. But now it's my turn, and I'm going to move in here, and I'm going to give it another shot. We'll do a roll under, just because I forget things a lot and have sort of an obsessive-compulsive thing about making sure that I'm rolling the right thing. Okay, roll under 12. Nice, a 9. And so my knife is going to do D8 plus D4. Oops. So we'll do silly caltrops. And we have a 4 plus a 1, a 5. So I'm going to hit for 5 here. And this is going to take this down to 6. Ah! How dare you! And then we will redo it here. I guess we could just use these same cards here. I like using them all. Oh! Arnold's shaking. So we'll go me, we'll go Bodie, and we'll go Hilt is 7. I am 5. 8. All right, so I'm going to hit first, and I'm going to swing back with my knife after I slash, and I'm going to say, there's no I in team. And I'm going to push that roll of 14. And I'm going to roll a 5. Yes. Give myself... Can I push in combat? Someone out there right now is saying, no, you cannot. 32. I'm pretty sure I can. If not, I've been doing something wrong. But pushing your roll. If you fail a skill or attribute roll, you can choose means push. Whenever you push a roll immediately after the reroll, you suffer condition. You decide which condition. Once you cannot choose a condition, you'll explain how the condition results from the action you're trying to perform. Okay, yeah, I can. I mean, it's a skill. So what that would be a boon on strength. So I'd be exhausted, and obviously I got really hurt a lot more in this fight than I thought I would. And so I'm bringing my thing down, and we'll roll the D4 first because this has a 6 left. And I roll a 4, right? And I'm just about to do the death blow, and if I get over a 2, and all of a sudden Arnold comes out and goes, "Wait, no, don't do it, please." And Bodie's like,
No. And I go, please stop this madness. Listen, don't kill him. He's my friend. It doesn't take two eyes to see that. Okay, sorry, I misspoke. Bodie, I'm sorry. I made a mistake, and if I could do it all over again, I would have taken my eye. And in fact, and he goes to grab the thing to try and take it. He says, I will take my eye because that's what your friendship means to me. And just as he's about to push it in his eye, Bodie goes, wait, don't be ridiculous. Between us, we need at least 3 eyes. Between us? Well, does that mean we can be friends again? That will take some time. But your other friend here has inspired me. They show mercy, something that I should have shown long ago. And this dog, well, the dog is very cute. And so, I am mainly mad because without my second eye, I was unable to do my job as I once did, of being a blacksmith. Nobody will hire me even though I still have strong arms and a strong mind. And occasionally I hit outside of the sword.
Well, hey, you could be a blacksmith. Why don't you be a blacksmith for Arnold?
What does Arnold need a blacksmith for? He is a disgraced doctor come veterinarian.
Well, wait. Maybe. Well, we'll start with you can fix that steel rod, and maybe we can make it better, and, well, we'll be like every major pharmaceutical company, and we'll practice on animals instead of on humans.
But I have nowhere to stay.
Well, you could stay at my place. Everyone's welcome there. Hell, this vagabond stayed there last night.
Well, I suppose we can try it. To be honest, I missed you.
Tell me, Bodie, why did you give me 1,200 days? Why didn't you just come kill me right away?
Well, because I realized that the procedure cost $1,200, and so when I would finally meet you and kill you, I wanted to be debt-free. $1 a day.
Oh, no, Bodie, that was 120 gold, not 1,200.
Crap. Well then, I guess you owe me some salary?
Yes, of course. Please.
My assistant. Assistant? You mean partner?
We'll call it my contracted consultant blacksmith. I'll have you fill out a W-2. Come along.
All right.
And Bodie goes ahead. I must thank you. Bodie's a dear friend of mine. You showed mercy. Consider your debt paid. And remember, when Hilt is feeling hurt, Hilt can come and... Oh, sorry, I flipped a bit. Hilt can come and get treated by me. Can I do the same? No, I forgot how to practice medicine. It's been a long time, 1,200 days. Well, can I leave sleep there? One more night, then you have to go to the hotel. Hi, Bodie.
Hey, my friend. How are you?
All right, so I think that's a pretty good resolution. We'll stop there, and we'll pick up from there. We have Lysandra joining the party. We have Haunted Martians, cult activity, and a witch to the southeast of the Haunted Marshes. We'll see where things go from there. And we'll do actually a rest. Let's see here. I don't think you can see this, actually. Let me try to extend this just a little bit here. Let's see if I could do that. It's a cool mechanism. Dang. Okay. Well, there's this very cool mechanism on top of the nbotton.uk site here. Let's see if I can get the... try to pull it down. Anyways, there's like a little sleep bed in the top right-hand corner. And let's do a shift rest. So it clears all condition, HP, and we will pick up there from that. And now we have a blacksmith. not in the party, but just someone to work with weapons and tools. And we'll kind of go from there. So see you on episode 10. Don't forget to submit below to the I Can Solo RPG Anything. I want to hear the silliest things you can solo roleplay to. They are literally, I can't stop laughing. And some of the comments are like, I've never met a stranger group of people, and I couldn't be happier that those strange people are following me. So thank you, everybody, and we will see you soon. I mean, you'll see me, part of me.